I just realized that I was going to stream tonight and not in the morning. But we're here, so that's good. I just now realized like 5 minutes ago that I was planning on doing an evening, Saturday night evening. But yeah, so welcome everybody. What's up, Starred? Fong, good to see you. And let me see, Siraj Kumar, what's up? You're on time, nice. Actually, did I make it on time? I think it was pretty close, huh? It was probably a few seconds off this time, so that's good. Yeah, let me see. Let me check the stream, check everything, check all my programs.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Brad, time to have a cup of tea.
Nice. You're having tea and I'm having coffee. Let's see, Jonathan, what's up? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, got the auto chat.
Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. Ramses, what's up?
Hello, what's up?
There's always like a lag between the voice and the.
Okay, bro.
Let's see, Siraj, get in the house. I got my really dark coffee today. So I got all kinds of pencils out. I'm probably going to bounce between stuff. So today we're doing. Actually, I'm going to show you the warm up I did. Most of my warm ups are not. I don't know. I just do like circles, or maybe you do a face. But somebody, I think it was it you, Jonathan, that or Timothy? I don't remember. I think it was Timothy that asked about the chamois, and somebody, I don't remember who, or I just heard the voice, right? But somebody said Sargent used to use the chamois to start a drawing, and then and work from there. And I did a little study this morning, and I actually like it a lot. It was really fun. I started with just the outline of the face, and then I came in with the 1710B, the _𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒.
Yesterday I was drawing along with you.
Yeah, nice. I love it. And yeah, Dude, I really like this process. Even as lighted as it is right now.
Long live the Queen, time to master this drawing.
Long live.
Are you going to use the new pencil?
Yeah, the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒.
Here to Kumon.
I'm going to use the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒 for sure. I got the _𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 at the side. Oh, that's the other thing too. I got the other _𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒. I got the, normally I use the 1710B. This one is the 1710 3B, so it's a lot darker. And I have a box of these.
It was the other guy, haha.
Okay, and this is a lot darker than the normal 10B. So, because I need.
Tilda, you call it to practice. What amazing.
Yeah, sometimes it comes together pretty good. Sometimes, most times on the warm-ups, it's pretty much garbage. but that one was a lot of fun with the chamois, and then sketching into. Using the chamois to do like the big shape of the face, and it was so soft and it was really fun. So this is the one that we ended with last time. So I need to go darker, and so I was looking for darker Conte. So I pulled out the 3B. You can see how old this is. This is still got the gold band on it. Now since like years ago they switched to like just the plain white and black with no gold band. And that's when the quality seemed to drop. So I still have these really ancient ancient pencils. The 3B I haven't used in forever. And also I got the blending.
Hi, Brad.
Whoa, that's a high voice. Hi. Who's got the high voice today? I'm waiting for it to pop up. Carlo, what's up? Poor Carlo, you got the high voice. So I got blending stumps. I got that Sargent's charcoal stick. That was really, really soft. And then I'll probably pull out these generals, the 4B. Oh, that's a 2B. I don't want that one. 4B and a 6B, that's the range I think I want to go. Those are really soft charcoals. So I'm gonna.
No gold, no quality, haha.
No gold, no quality. I know, it's so funny. And then of course the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒, which is really similar to a vine charcoal. So I'll be using 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 3 brands and probably 4 different pencils, so it's all over the place. So we'll see. Let's see. So I got the book. The links are up on the chat for the book and for his website. If you want to check him out, he's really, I highly recommend checking his site out and the book. So this is what we're working out of. We did this one. Somebody said it was it's called breaking angles, and I like that term. I haven't looked it up yet, but somebody said it because I was asking about finding different angles of the face, and somebody said it's called breaking angles. So that's pretty cool. So we started with that. We went to this one, there to there, and then a little bit, kind of. I think we're pretty much on this one right here.
Car insurance, haha, just kidding. The general is expensive, lol.
The general saves you on your car insurance.
Is it okay to message you in Instagram?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. So we're going from here. We're going to move on to try to do a finished product today. Finished drawing. Getting all these little intricate details of the lace. Some forms of the face. You can see some anatomy forms of the facial landscape. And yeah, we'll just have fun with it and keep on going. I really enjoy this process and this master study. This is a master study. The kind of cool thing about doing master studies is that, especially if you don't see the reference the person used, the cool thing is they already worked out all the problems for you. So it's almost like having somebody hold your hand while you're drawing. It's like they're holding your hand and walking you through the process, especially for this book, because he has it in a stepwise manner. So he has like 6 really detailed photographs, and it's really amazing. And that book is like 300 plus pages, and it's back-to-back photos.
Looks like he blocks in the drawers with the eraser, kind of.
Yeah, I'll be drawing a lot, picking out with the eraser as well as I go. Like I was talking about yesterday, I think he draws very fearless. Like he obviously, to get to that point, he has to be like super mastered.
Hello,
So
everyone, smiley face.
hello. So yeah, this is a really what do you call it? It's like a deceptively easy. Deceptively, it looks easy, but it's not. It's deceptive. So, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like when you see it, you're like, oh, okay. So you just blocked it in and moved on. Oh, okay. That's
Love from Puerto Rico, Amanda.
Puerto Rico. What's up? Good to see you, Saman. Welcome. And Amanda. Hi, Amanda from Puerto Rico. Thanks for coming. So yeah, it's like when I don't know how to describe it. It's like if you look at the final drawing, you can see so many different subtleties in the plane changes of the face related to the anatomy and the structure. But his process in leading up to it, he's just looking at the big shapes, and then he kind of like whittles it down. So true master. And check out his website. He's got drawing courses. He's got books.
Hello to you, to Simon, and hello to all.
Hello. All right. I'm going to try this 3B and see how dark I can get. Let's see. Where are we? We're on this page down here. So his next step looks like he's going into the midtones a little bit more in the face. So how shall I do that? He probably used a blending stump. Somebody said that he uses a Japanese rice paper curled up into a stump. I don't know what brand this is. It's just like a generic blending stump I probably got at the local art store. So I'm kind of looking at this picture down here. Let me see, where my hand. This picture down here, the next step, and also the final one. So I'm kind of bouncing between the two. And so let's just go ahead and...
It's 8:30 p.m. here in India. It's underwhelming on the eyes, but overwhelming in process. I learned those words too.
Dude, that was really deep. It's underwhelming on the eyes, but overwhelming in the process. You learned those today? You learned that today? Who said that? That's amazing. That says so much in such a few words. I'm gonna
9:10 a.m. here in Texas, USA.
I'm stealing that. I'm going to use that from now on. Let's see. Let's go back over here. That's amazing. That's so true. 9:10 in Texas. Jonathan, are you like, if I remember right, you're north of Dallas? Or near, you're like an hour or something like that from Dallas? I don't remember exactly. Let's see, I'm gonna just come in here, work on these midtones. This is still, this is really hard to do because it's scary. It's really scary to just use a stump and just blast in some value. Oh man, he really just blurred out the lips too. I didn't realize that. So he's full on looking at the planes of the face right now. Oops.
6:11 p.m. in Iraq, Kurdistan, smiley face.
Nice. Welcome. Kurdistan. Nice. What's up? Let's see. I didn't know you were in Kurdistan, Saman. Let's see. I'm going to tap this out just because I want to...
Wichita Falls about 15 minutes from Oklahoma. I'm in 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒 about 2 hours from Dallas.
Oh, okay. Wow, 15 minutes from Oklahoma. That's so cool. 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒. You're in 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒, Oklahoma, Texas. That's cool. So he went in, you can see he just obliterated his previous lines. And he's probably squinting down too at this point, looking for just the values in relationship maybe. I don't know. Maybe someday I can get super duper duper lucky and have like master artists come on and onto the live stream as guests. Wouldn't that be crazy? It'd be like a kind of like a podcast live drawing stream. That'd be like the dream right there. So yeah, I think he's looking at the planes for sure and trying to kind of keep those in balance and value as well. So I'm squinting down to compare the values and edges. So that was a little too much. So I can just tap it out. And this is going to be what I call the push and pull. I always talk about it.
Here in the north, they have funny names like 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒, 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒, etc.
𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒𝕒, I forgot about that one. I haven't heard the 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒 though. 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒𝕒, I heard that. Texas is such a big state. It's like enormous. It's like its own country. So it makes sense that you have to like distinguish when you're talking to somebody like, oh, you're from Texas? And it's like, well, that's like half the country. So where exactly are you? Let's see. See, I can't help it. I have to go to my finger. I always go to my blending, my blending middle finger.
Always dream big.
Let's see, if I dreamed bigger, let's see, what would it be like? I don't know. Maybe I should start dreaming more, making bigger plans or something. Because originally it was like, oh, if I can just pay rent. If I can pay rent with making art, that'd be like the most amazing thing in the planet. And now it's happening, so it's like, now what? I should probably move up the goal a little bit. Thanks to you guys, that's for sure. If nobody was watching, I'd be screwed.
Maybe some new artists would draw along, and some of your friends and maybe your old teachers for 𝔸𝕗𝕒𝕒𝕒.
Yeah, exactly. I was hoping. I was talking to a friend of mine, and if he ever comes to Austin to visit, he's going to be on the stream. So that'll be fun because I don't think I've ever had a actual guest on the stream. So that'd be That'd be interesting. I just noticed the angle of my neck is a little bit different from hers. So that's an easy fix. I can just pull that out and blend it in. He kind of went in the eyes a little bit. I like that deep socket right there a little bit. Trying to keep it close to the steps he's on. This is a really fun way to draw, especially that study or the practice I did this morning with the 𝔸𝕤𝕒𝕨.
Texas, Oklahoma, 𝔸𝕑𝕒𝕥𝕥𝕐, Wichita Falls is only known for two things: the 1979 tornado, Terrible Tuesday, bless all those affected. Hotter than hell 100 bicycle race every year.
1979 tornado, Terrible Tuesday. They must have made movies about it. I wonder if is Twister based on that or something? That's crazy. Yeah, Oklahoma gets some crazy tornadoes. In Texas too, right? Let's see. Hotter than hell 100 bicycle race. Hotter than hell 100 bicycle race every year. Man, that's cool. I need to work out more. I haven't been working out for the last 2 weeks, and I'm like feeling it now. I'm feeling the anxiety, like wanting to get out. All right, let's see. How we doing? So it's a little bit softer over here. Let me get the let's see. Let's go with the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕦𝕏. It kind of hits that a little bit darker.
Watch this Terrible Tuesday rolling on the floor laughing. It sounds like a band.
It does. That's funny.
Haha, no, I don't think that movie was based on that, but there is a lot of YouTube videos about it.
Is that like one of those storms where there was like multiple tornadoes just ripping through the area? When I was a kid, I went to visit my family in Mississippi, in the south of Mississippi. I think it was Greenville or something. Anyway, they have a farm, and on the farm there's like this little kind of mound, like a hill, natural formation, and they built a bunker into the side of it. And it was like summertime, and we're like playing, kids, we're just kids playing around on the farm, and we're playing inside the bunker, and they had like bed frames inside. They had a bunch of storage of food, so they were ready for like a tornado coming through. And it wasn't that far from the house, so they can just like run out to the bunker. So that was pretty, like, I never saw anything like that until that time. So
It was an F5 tornado that tore apart through the town. It was a really bad day for the people of Wichita Falls at the time.
wow, that's so crazy. When I was living in Ohio, I was only in Ohio for like 2 years, and one year they had the tornado siren went off, and I was living in this tiny little apartment, and the siren was right above, or right across the parking lot and up, and it was really close to the apartment. It was a huge, giant like siren, and when that thing went off, I was like, wow, what's going on? I was so dumb. I didn't even think about tornadoes. I came from California. I never even crossed my mind like, oh, you're moving to Ohio, you might have to deal with a tornado. And so they saw one coming in town. One was spotted, but it was on the north side of the town, so I didn't see it. But when I had gone outside, it was so weird because the sky was it felt like it was low. I don't know if I was imagining it, but it felt like the cloud layer was super low and dense, and the air was like this weird heavy feeling. Like, yeah, it was definitely humid, but also like just felt really still. But the clouds were kind of like going in a circle, but not fast. It was weird. I just never seen a pattern like that before, but it had something to do with tornadoes. And the news media was like, I'm watching the TV because I don't know what to do. I'm from California and I don't have any friends. I just moved there. And the they're like, if you live in an apartment, you need to get into your shower, your bathtub, if you have a bathtub, and take your mattress and cover yourself. And don't try to go outside. Don't try to find shelter. Just get into your bathtub. That's the safest place. So I'm in my bathtub or in my bathroom.
I've been here for 5 years. Still haven't seen a tornado. Luckily, many sirens, but no tornadoes. I think with all the climate change thing, we got lucky so far.
Oh yeah, knock on wood.
I've never seen a tornado, maybe because our region is 80% mountains, slightly smiling face. I have a small Insta account named 𝔻𝕟𝕒𝕥𝕥𝕒𝕥. Please check out, guys, if you like it. I'm gonna start posting again, slightly smiling face, and yeah, you can DM me your picture.
Okay. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I'm sitting in my bathtub with a mattress on top of myself, feeling stupid, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is this right? Like, I don't know. I felt like I felt dorky because I'm like, I have to lay in a bathtub with a mattress over myself. Like, I don't know. This doesn't seem right. But I don't want to get destroyed by a tornado either. So I don't know. It was funny. And so eventually the tornado didn't hit my area. It touched down briefly on the north side of Toledo, Ohio, but it didn't. I don't think it did much damage. There's so many farms and stuff over there. They actually have like this one place in the area that was called Fallen Timbers, and it has to do with like a historical war, and I kind of think it might have been what war is it? I don't remember what war exactly, but there was supposed to be a battle on the field in this one area or in this forest, and right before the battle, a tornado hit and knocked down the whole forest. So the whole forest was laid out like perfectly. All the trees were laid down, and it was called Fallen Timbers, like the Battle of Fallen Timbers. I don't know if it was like a skirmish or if it was like a full-on part of the war. Yeah, I was alone, and I was in flip-flops, so that probably wouldn't have been good if the tornado actually did hit.
The thing to do is invest into a storm shelter as long as you can lock yourself in it in time.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine if you invested like 10 grand, $10,000 for like a safe house, a safe shelter, and then and then you can't get to it? You're like, you find yourself at like Costco or something, and then the shit hits the fan. You're like, dang it! I'm like 20 minutes from my house. I can't make it. Let's see. So kind of transitioning these values a little bit. Let me pull out some of the mess. I watched him paint, but I haven't watched him draw yet. So I'm gonna...
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Sorry, autocorrect correct keeps fumbling my words, haha.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's bring this angle up a little bit. I'm using I have a pen eraser too I like to use, you know that. It's called the Tombow Mono Zero. So that's also on the the supply list today. Let's see.
All the schools have storm shelters. You could always go to a school.
Oh, that's good. Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I didn't even think about that. And there was a school right across the way from me too. So I could have just gone over there instead of sitting in my bathtub. Yeah, I heard like a flat plains kind of landscape gets a lot more tornadoes than like rolling hills and mountain regions. I think Salt Lake City actually had a tornado once that touched down in the middle of the city, which is...
Historical wars. We did a lot of those 900 years ago, from Iraq to Egypt to Yemen to Turkey. I'm glad that we've had some more chill nowadays.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it was the Revolution War.
What they tell you to do if you're outside to get in a ditch or something and lay flat as possible and don't go under any bridges.
Don't go under a bridge? I thought that's... Really? See, I would have done the absolute wrong thing then. I would have been like, oh, run for the bridge, run for the bridge. Probably because it would just rip the bridge up, huh? And then you get crushed. That's... Whoa, I just dropped my... These rib modes are so light. All right, so we're moving with the transitions. So I'm looking for like the soft, medium, and hard edges. Like this is definitely a hard edge, and then a medium. Like this is soft, super, super soft, 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 soft.
When was the 200 years ago?
Yeah, I should just look it up real
Hey,
quick.
Brad, looking great as usual.
Hey, thanks. Let's see. Fallen Timbers. Let's see if I remember it correctly at all. Battlefield. Fort. Where is that at?
Does Texas experience earthquakes?
Fallen Timbers Battlefield. 1794, August 20th. Wayne led American troops to a decisive victory against the Federation of Native Americans, whose leaders include Chief Little Turtle. Ah, so it was the Indian Wars. Let's see. Background. See if it...
cause it can either destroy the bridge or suck you right out from under it easier, cause the whole thing with that kind of synth stuff I don't understand, lol.
See, tornado. I'm trying to... Nope, it doesn't have it. I'm trying to see if it like it talked about the tornado part. It didn't. But that was like 1794. So we're talking like 1776 was the Declaration of Independence. So that's quite a bit. It's like almost 20 years after that. It says the Battle of Fallen Timbers was a culmination of the Northwest Indian Wars as American Indian tribes attempted to thwart the Anglo-American settlers from encroaching on their lands in Ohio country.
Nope, we don't get earthquakes in Texas. Well, maybe if you're closer to the ocean in Texas, like in Corpus Christi or something.
Oh yeah,
Hi,
that's
Brad.
right.
Drawing looks great.
Where's my mouse? Thank you. Right now it's like a ghost. Looks like a ghost. Dude, my mouse disappeared. Come on. There we go. That was weird. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, starting to turn the form a little bit. Trying to keep with what he's doing over here. He must be using the blending stump a lot. Let's see. I really like this area that he did. It's like very sculptural. It's like almost looks like this head over the sculpture I have over here. Let me go grab it because you can kind of see that same idea.
Yes, very ethereal.
It's like the same idea with, that's a good word by the way, ethereal. I like that one. Like this sculpture by Rick Casali, focusing on the planes of the head. This makes a lot of sense now that I'm looking at the actual sculpture. So see how he, let's see if I can do it like this. Trying to get those two. So this area right here correlates with this.
I'm really liking this master study.
With this area right here. So it's kind of like, see how like Rick Casali, he made this sculpture, but he kind of, I don't know how to describe it, because if this was a drawing, I would say he kind of ghosted it in, like kind of ghostly plane change. So he made the plane change kind of, or the lips really subtle, but just showing the plane change. You have the cheek, upper lip, and then it turns and goes down to the mouth, and the light's going to catch right here on the chin, like on her chin here. Light's going to catch right here on the upper lip. So that's really cool. I like that. It seems like he is definitely looking at plane changes at this point. Oh, it's kind of a heavy sculpture. So yeah, that's a Planes of the Head by Rick Casali. You can check him out on YouTube. Let's see, Rick Casali. And he sells those heads as well. So here you go.
Rick Casali.
Rick Casali. I hope he never hears that. Rick Casali. How come my voice is so high? Let me try something. How come it's so high?
That's a really awesome tool sculpture.
I'm typing with one finger. Let's see if it still does my voice that high. Let's see.
Sorry for interrupting and changing the subject, but did you draw all your tattoos for them to do it?
No.
Hi, my name Brad. I like drawing people.
That sounds funny. Yeah, no worries about interrupting. That's my stream is all about interruptions, I think. Whether it's the camera or just, yeah, I love all the topics coming out. What was the did you draw your tattoos? No, that's not true. The one on my back I drew out, but it has been adjusted since then. But most of the tattoos, I have an idea like I want, and then I let the artist.
Your chat voice sounds like a little British girl, and mine sounds like an older British lady with British tea time, haha.
Let's see what this sounds like.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding. Just
No.
kidding. Just kidding, lol. Just kidding. It sounds funny though.
Just kidding, lol.
Oh, come on. Why is it so high? It went from like, oh, anyway, I'll leave it alone. That sounded like helium.
Lol.
Rolling on the floor, laughing. Rolling on the floor, laughing.
I'm
Looking good so far. How dare you?
I'm gonna pull some value into the light side. So we have like the egg effect that he probably obviously knows about. So when the light hits the top of the head, the light's gonna be strongest here, and as we move down the form of the face.
That was funny though, DJ B-Rad.
DJ Bieber.
Shall we dance test?
And then as the light moves down the face,
What's your favorite artwork that you've created?
so as the light moves down the face, it starts to lose its strength. So there's going to be like this light side right here is going to have a little bit more value in it. Down here, it's going to have a little bit more value. As we go up to here, it's going to be really, really strong lighting. And you can take it to however strong you want it. In his case, he puts a lot of value in the.
Welcome to the Downton Abbey drawing room.
Yeah. I like that. That's Downton Abbey. Let's see. So let me try to make that transition a little bit smoother. I wish it would let me curse. Usually it blocks it. Let's see. Let me get the eyebrow back in. And the eye. I'm gonna have to pull out the maul stick, aka flute, because I'm gonna start smearing this everywhere. Where's my I'm gonna go with the smaller blending stump too. I'm gonna work in the eye a little bit. So I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit more because I want to finish this today on this stream.
BTW, my name is actually just John, but you can call me the British voice or Jonathan, whatever easier, haha.
Nice. Let's see. Let's try to get more of a angle. Trying to build up the structure of the eye socket a little bit. Oh, I need my other screen up here. There we go. Let's see.
UMO assisted VCD Sanha obrigado por compartilhar. So that is what those sticks are called, lol. I was thinking of using a branch.
Yeah, I used to use a bamboo stick, which I can't find now. So I'm using the flute. So usually I found a bamboo stick on the beach once, and it was like perfect. It was like driftwood's kind of bamboo stick on the beach, so it was really lightweight but still strong because it's bamboo. It can handle anything. So it was like a perfect maul stick, and I had it for years, and then I moved. I think I lost it on this move actually to from California to Texas, and I lost my maul stick, so I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I went too a little too light on that again. So I gotta squint down and really think about these changes in value. So squinting down allows your eyes to see the relationship of the values together a lot more than if they were open. And so if you squint down, things that pop out a lot right now is right here, definitely the top of the ear. And if you just push some value into it, then it'll subdue it. And then it's so basically squinting down helps control the hierarchy of the values.
Bamboo is awesome. Can you play the flute?
Terribly. I can play it terribly. And no songs, just going up and down some random scale of some sort. I don't know, I think I should turn the page on this one. Let's do that. So I'm trying to go into the full rendering of the eye. Let's see what we got next. All right, cool. So yeah, see, he's doing the push and pull of the values. So he put in all this, and so first he put that in, then he like kind of blended it in, and then he reestablished that plane change, and then came back and blended yet again. So it's like a back and forth process. Of course, I'm speaking for him, so I don't know.
I can play the guitar a bit, haha, but I like drawing more.
Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah, I played guitar for years, and learned a lot about how to study from playing the guitar. So I tried to teach myself, and then when I was a delivery driver for an electronics company back in the 90s, and I was just a kid, and then I was like bored. I wanted to, I don't know, I was done with high school and didn't want to go to college, but I just felt bored with life. I was just driving, and then I kept driving past this, on my route, I would drive past this guitar shop, the Fifth String in Sacramento, and finally I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go in there. And I had already been trying to learn guitar for like, I don't know, maybe a year? I'm not quite sure. But so I went in there and I talked to a couple of their teachers, and I got private lessons. So I started private lessons every weekend, and boy, that was like, it was only a half an hour lesson, but having that as a kind of like a reference point for studying. So like I would study every day. I was studying, practicing like 3 hours a day. It was a little heavy, and I blew my wrist out after a while, but I was studying a lot, and my goal was just to like try to impress the guy the following Saturday. I just really wanted to get better as fast as I can. Let's see, I think I'm gonna take the chamois out. I don't know if he does this or not. So just again, this is, take everything I say right now with a grain of salt. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to just follow along, because he takes out a lot of value at this stage, it looks like. So he's making that core shadow really dark and then hollowing out the shadow side, which is really a beautiful way to draw and my favorite way to draw.
Oh, that is awesome, but yeah, the guitar takes a lot of dedication and finger coalesces long.
Yeah, I lost most of my skill in the guitar when I went to pharmacy school, because I had no time. I shouldn't say that. I had time. I could have probably kept it up, but I didn't. And that's one of those, what do you call it, like those skills, those I forgot there's a word for it. It's like diminishing skill. It's a diminishing skill, so it'll deteriorate after time, and that was certainly the case for me. So I was studying classical guitar, and then I went to flamenco after that. So that's really, really heavy technical stuff. It was insane. So I never did learn how to play with other people, though, other than if it was like a written piece of music, I can do that for sure. But I never learned like power chords, stuff like that. It was always this like sheet music, reading music. So I don't know. If I can go back and do it again, I think I would learn the basics of, so I can just play with people. So like when I'm at like somebody's party and they go, you know, they talk about, you know, does anybody want to play guitar with me? And I'm like, I can like step up, but I can't because you would have.
I still play time to time, but art is my zen, always has been since I could pick up a pencil.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, art's always been, drawing's always been there. We're gonna play with some of these shapes. This is like the lace part of it, and I like how he just he gestures it in. It's not like perfect. It's like a little messy, but just enough to hint. I love that style of like hinting at something, like that drawing I showed you yesterday, where it was a checker pattern on the model's clothes, and I just put that pattern in here and there and kind of roughed it in a little bit.
That's the hardest I played with a band for 2 years. You actually catch on pretty fast once you start doing it.
Oh, cool. See, that was like playing in a band. That would be so cool. I'd be like, that's like that must be so much fun. It must be fun, like especially like playing in front of people. It looks like a lot of fun. A while ago, I was trying to, like a couple of years ago, I was trying to keep myself from learning to play drums. Like I was like starting to get hyper focused on it, and I was like, man, I can't. I don't have time. I'm like working full time, and I'm trying to do YouTube and keep my drawing skills, you know. And and then on top of that, I'm trying to like. Now I'm thinking about playing drums. What's wrong with me? Why do I keep moving into other areas? So I gotta stay focused. I can't do. There's too many things I want to do, and life is too short. It seems like, or maybe it's my time management. It sucks. It definitely sucks. Time management.
It's a lot of fun, especially when you see people dancing to what you're playing.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't chat for 10 minutes, smiley face. My self-control is improving.
Who said that? Hey, somebody, what's up? 10 minutes? Come on. It did get kind of quiet there for a second. What's going on? I was like, is my chat still working? Let's see. I like this spot over here where it kind of gets pushed into this really soft edge. Let's see. This is fun. This is a really fun way to draw. It feels very painterly.
Ha ha ha, it's the ADHD. I tend to switch areas a lot too, but for me, I always find myself falling back to my roots in drawing.
Nice.
I got no self-control, I guess, haha.
Yeah, well, join the club. Like I started saving videos to watch later on how to drum. And there was this one guy, he's a lawyer and but also a drummer, and his deal was to show you how to learn the basics without having a drum set. So he had like his book stacked up and he had the drumsticks. I bought a pair of drumsticks. And I was just like, I can't do this. I gotta get onto the YouTube more, because it was right at the early, well, not early stage. I think it was around like 40,000 subscribers or something like that, and I kept putting it off, like to like go hard into it, you know, like really take it serious. I was still doing it like maybe once a month. I'll drop a video or something, and then so yeah, I was getting distracted with the drums, so I stopped. So I was able to pull back. I still got the drumsticks though. I can't find my maul stick, but I got the drumsticks.
Drumming is fun, but controlling each limb individually is hard, haha.
Yeah.
I was cleaning my room and I joined late again. I'm feeling useless, disappointed.
What? Why? Cleaning your room, like Jordan Peterson told you to do, probably, right? I don't know. Every time I clean my room, it just looks messy in the next couple of days. Like right now, I cleaned this. I had this really nice, and maybe I just need a bigger space.
Don't
I
mean
don't
to
know.
keep interrupting you, I just like to reply back to you, haha.
Hey, that's fine. I don't mind. I like it. I'm trying to hit these. I think at this point, I'm just gonna go for it now, because it's pretty close to the end, and
Jonathan, 10 minutes is my limit. I almost had a blood vessel pop from trying to keep my thoughts in my head rolling on the floor laughing. My room was small, a mess.
I'm gonna deviate. I'm just gonna look at the original final drawing now, because I'm getting kind of.
All brilliant minds have a messy room, haha.
Is that true? That's a nice thing to think. So I'm gonna pump up these little hard edges here and there, and I need to reestablish the shape of her nose. I kind of lost that. See, it's stuff like that kind of freaks me out when I do like go into the shading stage, losing my lines, losing my original line work. Let's see. You can see I'm like sitting up forward because when I get really hyper focused. So let me try to stay off the camera a little bit. So I'm going to reestablish the shape of her nose. Very cool nose. It's so often like when like a feature that I like on somebody, it turns out that they don't like it. It's like the thing that makes them look really unique and beautiful, they typically hate that about themselves. It's really strange. And it's usually like the nose. For some reason, like if somebody has like a larger nose, they're very self-conscious about it. And I know that from personal experience since I have a large nose. So I used to be really self-conscious about it, but yeah. Now I'm okay. I don't care anymore. Let's see. I'm just glad it works, sort of. It kind of works. I don't have a great sense of smell, that's for sure. When I was a kid, another thing I wanted to be, besides a DJ, I wanted to be a cook. And the only reason why I wanted to be a cook wasn't because of like food, like flavors and stuff. It was because of that TV show, Three's Company, and they had the character Jack Tripper, and he lived with two pretty girls, one blonde and one brunette. And his character, he was a chef.
I was quoting the first Spider-Man movie, lol, but IDK. It probably is true. I knew a lot of really smart people with messy rooms in the past, haha. Wonder if this model is still alive.
If that's true about the messy room, does that mean like that show Hoarders, those are all geniuses? Which is one of my favorite shows of all time. I can't stop watching it. It's like it's weird because you can see human nature in it so much. It's such a deep.
I love my nose, but my giant forehead.
Oh, you gotta talk about foreheads with me? Come on. I got the 4-finger forehead. It's probably more like 5-fingered actually.
Felipe hated hack.
Chief Brad, not sure if I want to be a cook. I'd be afraid of Gordon Ramsay calling me a donut, lol.
Oh yeah. There was one show a long time ago that he was on, and I don't remember what it was, Hell's Kitchen or whatever in the early days, but there was one, it was a scene where it was like five cooks are lined up, right? And he's like drilling them, he's like yelling at them and stuff. And he calls one guy, he said, I think you're a plank. And the guy's like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what does that mean? And it was just the funniest thing because Gordon was trying to like give him an insult, and the guy just like, I don't know what that means. And it was just like, it fell flat on Gordon. It was such a funny moment.
No, it means they think all the time, and that's why they can't focus.
I love the show holders. It's always strange to see how much stuff we accumulate in a lifetime.
Oh yeah. Ain't that the truth? There was one hoarders that hit kind of hard for me because it
Where
was.
is the lamb sauce rolling on the floor laughing?
It was an artist. He was an artist, but also an artist that hadn't been painting because he's kind of, I don't know, I think he lost his wife or something. Most of his hoarding was, if I remember right, it was like just not taking out the garbage and his old art supplies and stuff like that. And he wasn't painting at all. He's just so sad and
Right,
depressed.
his insults are the best. I do love his shows though.
Let's see. Let's go really dark right here. I'm gonna do something where they call the darkest dark, and this is actually pretty dark already. Like this is probably close to my darkest dark. So to control the values, a lot of times what we'll do is put in the darkest dark and the lightest light, and then you have the one side of the value scale, and then you have the other side, and then you can use those 2 points to kind of balance everything together using that squinting technique I talked about. So yeah, the darkest dark. So this is going to be pretty dark. I think I'll use that. And the lightest light for her, I guess that would be down here as well. So let's do that. There's our lightest light and our darkest dark. So those 2 points, I'm going to use that as a reference to kind of keep a balance on the values as I proceed. And got about half an hour, so I can go a little longer too. So I'm working this core shadow on the cheekbone. It's so important, and it feeds right up into the hair. Yeah, I'm using the 3B on the Conte Paris, and I'm liking it actually a lot. I bought this pencil a long time ago, and I didn't have a chance to really get to use it like I thought I would. And I bought at least 2 packs, I think. So I have like 24 of these pencils. So this is awesome. I get to use it. And see this hard edge? There's like, or not hard, but it's more of a firm edge on her hair right here. That's kind of cool. And then this down here is much more softer. And it's like these strategic little areas where he puts in. I'm sure he's like, at this point, it's like guttural. It's like he's all tuition. Years and years of building a skill so you can rely on intuition. It's really amazing. So this goes really dark, right up against the light. And we can find almost like the part of the hair right there too. I should probably put my glasses on so I can see some detail. Oh, it's so quiet. Why is everybody so quiet? Is the stream still up? Is it working? Okay, it looks like it's working. All right, let's go back.
You're going to use fixative on this art.
Yeah.
It's going to fade away easily.
100%. I am.
It kind of reminds me of Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely 100% going to use fixative on this. Yeah, this will disappear real quick. Let me reestablish the bottom of the ear by using a horizontal line straight across the bottom earlobe, and it crosses right about here. And there's a little bit of a shadow there.
Tell me honestly who laughs 𝔻𝕗𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒. I heard cook make me shock a what, and then I realized I must see so much CSI TV programs recently. Open mouth smile.
I heard, see, started, he said, excuse me, heard cook make me shock a while. Let's see, then I realized I must see so much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, CS. I got hooked on, for a second time, too, House of Cards. I started binge watching that when it first came out, and then, and now, because Jana hasn't seen it yet, so we started watching it again, and I thought she would watch it but she got hooked, and then I got rehooked, so we're almost at the end of that show again. Those are another thing to have to watch out for, make sure I don't get caught up on those shows, because they take away a lot of your time, a lot of my time. Let's see. I don't like the value I have. I love the eraser for tapping out. Let's see. Let's come over here. You get that mastoid kind of curve. So on the back of the skull gives you like this little kind of mound. I'm gonna go back over to the main core shadow on the face. It's so beautiful. You can see like this really nice Reilly rhythms. You can see a little bit of the fat pad shape, and then the core shadow going across the chin. And typically, the core shadow will be a little bit sharper edge as it goes across the bone, like on the chin, and then as it goes across a more soft area, more fatty area, like these fat pads right here, that core shadow will soften up a bit. And then you can see as it goes across the zygomatic bone, it starts to get a little bit.
I'm always getting hooked on Netflix shows, especially Arrow, haha. I still like comic book characters. Overgrown kid here, haha.
Yeah, we're all overgrown kids.
May I ask a question? If I learn English from TV or movie, is it pragmatics would be off? The last show I watched was Ranking of Kings. It's an anime smiley face. Much better than I thought.
Alright, so I'm going to go into this eye now. So I'm going to really start concentrating and try to bring this eye to a full render. And I love this highlight that he has right in the corner. So I'm going to try not to, maybe if I zoom in. Oh, my battery died. Ah! Alright, time to switch out the battery. Sorry, guys. So
The hair looks way darker in reference.
this is the part of the stream where we switch out the battery. So talk amongst yourselves as I switch out the battery. Anyway, yeah, I was about to go into that eye and really try to bring it to a finish. So that's the next thing. I'm gonna make that eye, complete it as best I can, and then I'll move down, work on the nose a little bit, and then the mouth, and then try to bring it to a nice final finish as best I can. I'll probably go over the normal time. Usually it's about an hour and a half for the stream, but I might go a little bit longer today. Hope you guys don't mind. Let's see.
Haha, the good old battery.
I know, I should get like a... It doesn't... The battery still it. Even if I plug this camera into the socket, it's still...
Could you make a video on how to use fixative properly?
It's still... yeah, first, don't inhale it. But have a very well ventilated room.
It's really a trick to use fixative. It don't have a wall plug for that camera. BT.
animated series 1 was 8. I learned Arabic to watch a comic book character. Very cool to me.
Oh, nice. Koa is he's probably still
Be
asleep.
happy to see a longer stream, hell yeah.
Oh, good. I gotta get a different chair. This chair is too squeaky. This is an old chair from a long time ago. It's really comfortable, made of wood, but it's getting creaky. It needs to be tightened up, or I can just get like a new chair. All right, now I was trying to zoom in and that killed the battery last time. Whoa. All right, I think I'll just leave it about right there. Maybe twist this up a little bit. Let's come in here. It's hard to control this zoom. All right, cool. Ibrahim, what's up? Good to see you. There we go. All right, back to business. What was I working on? I was using the 1710 3B. And where's my mouse stick? Okay. Focus, Brad. Focus. All right, I. Focus. Hocus pocus.
Music and art is in everything that creaks in your chair. The flip thing you use, haha. Focus.
Focus, sir. I gotta reestablish the overall structure of the eye. It's a little wonky. Trying to get that shape closer. So I'm trying to focus on the shapes more on this one, rather than looking at rhythms. I'm still thinking about the rhythms. I mean, just because I'm so used to that, but I'm also looking at shapes.
I was thinking the same thing. Focus, pocus, haha.
Hocus pocus. Hocus pocus, I think that comes from the Latin phrase hocus corpus meum. I think, if I remember, why do I remember that? Why did that just pop into my head? Like, I'm trying to focus on this. Like, I can't remember like artist names off the fly, but all of a sudden like hocus corpus meum comes into my brain. Like, why? Like, what sets off the memory like that? Have you guys ever just like, you just been like,
The eyeball looks like she's looking downward in reference.
you ever see like,
So is this live gonna be saved?
yes, yeah, so I think the way it saves it is you have to go to the live stream.
Would bodybuilders be good for drawing? Like a muscle study?
Female bodybuilders are really good because generally they're not overly, like if you type in bodybuilder, you get a lot of like hyper big muscles, and they're often, on men, they're quite exaggerated when you're talking about like professional bodybuilders. But if you go to like fit models, those are really good. They're really lean and quite, or natural bodybuilders, those are the best, I find. Or yeah, because you still see the muscles really well and they're really defined, but they're not like really blown up like a balloon. So like, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you know what's going on right here? See, look, so like, because I was looking at the shape, but I forgot to look at the structure too. So we have the nasolabial right here, and then you have the mid-cheek furrow, or actually the tear trough groove right about here, which means I need to bring that eye down. That's what was throwing me off. I have the eye way too high up. So that's an easy fix. It's not a big deal because everything's really soft. So it's good to look at this distance between those two reference points. That line that comes off of the side of the nostril, and then that line that comes into the tear trough. So I'm going to drop this eye down.
Cool, so don't try to draw on or get into the chopper cause it's not a tumor, haha.
𝔻𝕣𝕒𝕨. Yeah. Yeah, he was really big.
Unless he is the Terminator cyborg Arnold, haha.
And then, like whoever said that earlier, how she's looking down. Yeah, you can definitely see how the iris is shaped a little at a slant. Then we have a little hint of the epicanthal fold. You can see that kind of coming up and over. And then the eye, what do you call it? See, I can remember the hocus corpus meum, but I can't remember eyelid. The eyelid. I was trying to say the bottom eyelid. And then let's move this over. I gotta erase this mark a little bit better.
Did the flutter fold? How do you pronounce that again?
Did you start off drawing head portraits before the rest of the body?
Let's see. So I'm trying to think of this
Say
this
it
whole
3 times fast, haha.
this whole socket. I'm trying to draw it in a three-dimensional, kind of like almost like it's a ball. The light's over here, you have the highlight here, and then the form wrapping around. So the overall shape first.
Have you heard about that banana taped on the wall art? The end.
And then hit a little spot, a little highlighted spot.
That's a cool eraser. Where do you get those?
Which one? The pen eraser or the this one right here, the kneaded eraser? You can get them off of Amazon.
The biggest money laundering in art industry ever happened.
Maybe if I zoomed in a little bit, because I can't see anything. There we go. All right. See, this is such a subtle area.
Pen one.
Yeah, this is it's called Mono Zero Pen Eraser. So MONO 0 ZERO pen eraser. And I got this off of Amazon. Years ago, I just thought it looked cool, like maybe it'll work. Maybe I saw somebody on YouTube use it. And yeah, it's one of my favorite tools now.
The best way to study the Reilly Method.
Buy my course when it comes out in a couple weeks before my birthday. And
I got a needed eraser. I really needed it. Ha ha ha. Sorry for the pun. Lol.
Couldn't help it, huh? You couldn't help yourself. You had to give that pun. I needed the needed eraser.
Oh, cool. I want to get none of those.
Okay, so there's these little plane changes are so beautiful that he did. And like I was saying before, they're really subtle, and so it's really hard to do, and it takes a lot of practice for somebody as good as he is to see those little tiny nuances. And that's why master studies are really good to do, because the master, whoever you're studying from, has already
done
all the hard work for you.
So would you mind asking me that? Who is that person speaking in the background? Tears of joy, cold sweat, smile, speak no evil.
Cold sweat. Let's see. So again, it's like having the artist hold your hand while you're drawing. I didn't even know about master studies until I went to art school, and I always thought it would be like cheating or something. Like, why would I want to do what somebody else already did? Like, but when I learned that
stupid autocorrect messed me up again. I meant I had to get one of those pen erasers, haha.
like, this is like a time, what do you call it? It's been done over eons. This is how artists learn.
Please sell your drawings.
Yeah, I do. That's on my website, Bradwynn.com. I got a bunch up there for sale, and I've been meaning to like put more up and try to make more finished archival type of stuff. Oh man, this is really hard. Let's see, let me come over here, go back to the eye.
I usually use one of those drawing gloves that digital artists use when I don't want to smudge my artwork.
Oh, it doesn't work?
What do you think next time you paint a painting with color?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into a painting real soon here. I reorganized my studio and pulled out my easel and my paints, and I'm gonna start doing that because I needed to set up a little area where I can just go to right away and start painting instead of like pulling it out, setting everything up. So I'm just gonna do it, have it all set up so I don't have to
If
think.
I had a drawing request for a portrait, what would you charge?
About pen erasers, you prefer round one or the square one?
Yeah, ask me on I have my price list somewhere. Actually, I had it on Facebook, but that got hacked, so I still haven't adjusted it
It's
yet.
hard to find a real artist using effective method. Some don't have degree and some using grid method for drawing and considering themselves as artists. That's why I got frustrated and started on my own.
I'm gonna move the lips up a little bit and try to. It's such a subtle area. So I'm looking at the distance from the shadow to the top of the vermilion border of the upper lip. And also I'm looking for the corner of the mouth in relationship to the outside portion of the nose. So we're in the
Cool.
we are fully working out right now. This is white knuckle. The good thing is that this is really easily erased and adjusted, so because we can just change things really quick. I'm squinting a lot, trying to look for those subtle changes, and you can see I made that really heavy plane change right here. I gotta soften that up.
Yeah, I'm nervous about trying to sell any art I do. I always think it's not good enough to sell. Besides, I'm not sure how to really charge for something, haha.
Yeah, I talked about that. Somebody asked me about that yesterday. I had a long, really long explanation probably, but it starts with figuring out exactly how much time you honestly spend or will spend on the drawing, and then work it out to how much you want to get paid per hour, and also trying to educate people who want the who were requesting the commission work to educate them about how much time it takes, how much effort it takes to do a drawing. And sometimes it's like, even if they give you a reference, it's not just, sometimes they give you like a terrible reference. It's like maybe it's shot on the cell phone and it's like, you know, all wonky and weird, and lighting is way complicated. There's it's all kinds of stuff, distortion from the camera, and it's like they want you to do like
why did you make your lips darker?
Yeah, put value in so I can pull it out. So it's a way to control the subtlety of things. It's like a push and pull. So it looks crazy right now. So this is what you call the awkward stage, the awkward teenage stage. There's going to be a lot of weirdness for like the next 5 minutes on this area probably until I can pull it together. So I'm also looking for the edges, but also trying to keep to somewhat the likeness. I was talking yesterday, like letting myself off the hook on this one from trying to get it to look exactly like her, because this is like a new technique, and I just felt like there's going to be a lot, like too much to process.
Have to use Photoshop to fix their references, then draw it, haha.
Let's see.
Brad, do you do much gesture drawing? Hey Brad, can you do a stream where you draw a man and a woman and compare the difference between their bone structure and muscle?
Yeah, I usually do studies of gestures, but I haven't done that in a couple of months. That's actually since I went to the figure drawing open session. Was that yesterday or the day before? Yeah, the day before. Yeah, and so now I'm back into training. So that's part of the training. So I need to do more gestures, like nothing like more than 5 minutes, but usually like a 2-minute gesture drawing warm-up would work really well. I used to do those all the time, and that really helped. So I know it helps. So I just gotta get into the schedule and work it out. Let's see. Man, I'm like in a full squint right now. So I'm putting in value so I can pick it out. That's pretty much the process I'm going through. So yeah, I changed her look quite a bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna forgive myself. And
20 minutes without chatting, new record.
oh yeah, did I go dark? There's this really cool area right here in the corner of the mouth where it catches a nice little pocket of light.
If I may ask how you're going to finish the Boy George drawing in a future stream that was going pretty good, maybe you could do an 80s bound week long.
Which is better, soft oil, pen, or coarse vegetable oil? Why did you Facebook got hacked?
Why did I what? Oh, why did it get hacked? Because somebody wanted to use it to send out ads or something. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I'm gonna try again actually today and see if I can get back in there. Cause I reported it and I talked to Facebook. However, I don't remember. I sent them messages and they sent me a message back and says that I have to wait.
Record for typing in the chat too much, haha.
Who's that? Let's see. I like to. He put a few lines. I'm using.
Mr. Jones, I'm going to use your courses as pre-training before I go back to the What's Atelier online.
Oh, that's a great idea, especially since they trained me. So it's like it'll dovetail perfectly. That's awesome. I'm glad you're going to Watts. That's gonna be amazing. You went there before? Who is that? Ramon. Nice. Yeah, Watts. Oh, Watts Online. Yeah, that's good. I took their online course when it first came out, and I was also taking classes in person there too. But I also took the online course. It's really good. Yeah, see how I got all this value, and now I can kind of like make this transition a little bit better. I wonder if if Mau-Kun Yim, if he ever sees me do this, he's probably gonna cringe. He's probably like, "What is he doing?" Sorry, sir. I'm just trying my best.
Would you mind asking me what is the use of muscles drawing and bone sketching, thinking face?
Hey, you guys want to answer?
I know you can draw faces, but can you draw different shadows on the face from your knowledge?
Oh yeah, I can definitely make up stuff by now.
Now I'm slightly feeling it is going better.
I like that her upper lip has such a delicate shape.
Brad, not to be all mushy or anything, but I think you're becoming one of my what's the word AAGGHH artists I look up to, haha.
Aw, thanks. We were all mushy. Jonathan, thank you. Let's see. It's a love fest. Love fest. I don't know. Like I said,
Reference.
should go a little lighter in the lips, I think. Like this part of the drawing can go on for like all day. It really can. Like you can, like playing with edges is such a
You will be flattered, all artists, that I know like to see other people draw.
Oh, too far, too far. Trying to get, let's go back.
Make love, not war.
There we go. Okay. So we can see the overall drawing. Let me zoom out on my reference.
Would you mind asking me which brown paper and pencil have you used BCZ? I joined your live class late.
The pencils are the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒. And then the Conte 𝔸𝕐𝕐. This is this one right here, the 3B. And I'm using my finger to blend. I'm using the blending stumps. The paper is smooth newsprint, and I was going to do it on a 𝔻𝕣𝕒 400, but I forgot. And then instead of like digging through the closet.
Supplies are listed in description.
Have you done a religious drawing before, like drawing Jesus?
Yeah, I did a surfboard, Jesus surfboard once for a pastor of a church in Hawaii when I was living in Hawaii. Yeah, and he actually wanted me to do some mural at his church, but he didn't communicate very well, which is kind of funny since he's a pastor, but he wasn't communicating what he wanted very well, and it became like it became an issue, and then I just abandoned the project. I told him like I made up something, like I didn't have time or whatever, but it was hard to get like a clear idea from him what he wanted. It was really strange, but the surfboard part was really fun. He just wanted me to paint a portrait of Jesus on his surfboard.
Yes, I had to stop because I was working on my business degree. Holy moly, I'm full of questions, haha. Sorry, Brad, I'm just very into art, haha.
Oh, I totally understand that, Ramon. Yeah, you had to stop for a while. You're working on your business degree. Yeah, so that's the way it goes. It's that's why 𝔻𝕣𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 is really good, because they do like 10-week blocks and stuff like that. So you can come when you can, and you can bow out when you can't, and they're always there to help you pick up where you left off, kind of thing. I want to go darker than he did, but I'm going to try to hold back. I'm going to look for occlusion shadows now. So like I started doing that a little bit, but I'm going to look for areas where the light or the dark is the really dark, the little pockets. And let's see, how's this ear look? Scratch that. I'm gonna go back into the values in the. I'm just gonna go over. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going everywhere. I'm pretty much just bouncing around now. Oh, you can see this really beautiful plane change. I didn't even see that until just now. Oh, that's beautiful. See his cheek, how he did her cheek. See this spot right here is catching all this this triangle. Really, it's catching all the reflective light. Oh man, that's so pretty. Let's see. Basically at this point I see problems everywhere, so that's why I'm bouncing around. I'm like, oh, I gotta put out that fire. Oh, I gotta put out that fire. And it's hard to like explain exactly what I'm doing, especially since this is not my normal process. So like normally if I'm doing a drawing in my normal process.
His wife would give him a list of what she wants as gifts for every holiday. Lol, I know this because his grandfather told why he draw a portrait of Jesus.
BTW question: why don't artists use nude models to draw from life? I always guessed it was mostly cause of anatomy study type of thing or something.
Because it's like the hardest thing to get right. Like it's really, really difficult. Figure drawing, man, like if you can draw the figure, you can draw anything. It's like, it's incredible because the human body is so dynamic. There's so many things to learn, the anatomy, it's so much all at once, and it's really hard to master. And so studying from the nude, you also get all the different plane changes and the forms. It's everything together, so it's really amazing, and very, very challenging. It's sort of like
my last commission, the reference had a really low definition, and I'd drawn with a lot of soft and lost edges. The client loved, and so did I. Now almost all my drawings is blurry.
It's hard though. That's a hard to get the subtlety is really difficult.
His granddaughter, not grandfather. Autocorrect sticks again.
Autocorrect. Destroying relationships. Let's see. Let's really push this edge down. What is it about this lip? It's the angle. You know I'm concentrating when I'm not
Strikes
talking.
again. Damn it.
Let's see. There we go. That's better. I think I have her lips sticking out too far.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for answering that for me. Now I don't feel like I'm just being a weirdo when I try to do figure drawings. Lol.
No, not at all.
Look forward to your courses.
I forgot, sometimes I forget how weird it is for people that I do figure drawing, like nude figure drawing. Like I'm so used to it. I've been doing it since I was a teenager, I think. Yeah, since I was a teenager. So people, like if I'm at my day job and it comes up in conversation that I'm in art school, or I'm taking like an art class the weekend or something, they always ask, do you do nudes? And it's just like, yeah. And then they're like, oh my god, that's crazy. And I'm like, and they have all these like terrible questions.
Will your courses be available for a long time? Cause I want in, but can't afford anything for a while, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, they'll be there for probably for an eon. Yeah, they'll be there for a very long time. So no worries, it'll be there. I'm working so hard on this poor girl's lip. I'm trying to get that I can't say it, the feeling of that soft, subtle turn of form and shape. Oh, this is so difficult. Might have to abandon and come back to it later off stream. I think I'm in the ballpark of what I'm trying to get, so yeah.
Yo, I got that figure drawing for concept artist book.
Oh, you did? Is that what's his name? Muftik? Is that how you say his name? It's a beautiful book. See this little pocket, this little subtlety right here, this little shadow shape, that's related to the fat pads of the face. It's really important. And I know he must know a lot of anatomy. Like I could just
Don't know
see
how
it.
I skipped over it.
I think she's coming along good.
Oh, thanks. I'm like sweating over here.
Why?
What time is it? Oh, we're at the hour and a half mark, but we're gonna go a little bit longer, so let's keep working on this a little bit longer. Frankie, what's up, Frankie? Good to see you, and goodbye. Sorry if you were chatting earlier, I didn't notice. I was trying to set up the auto chat reader to there's an option somewhere, I saw it before when I first set it up, that I can have it where it reads the person's name that's giving the remark, but I couldn't figure it out this morning.
It kind of looks like you're doing more detail than the reference.
Right? Yeah, I think I'm going too much. That's exactly what I was thinking too. This is a really dark spot. I love that far side eye. Somebody yesterday was talking about thick eyelids. Yeah, that I really like that really thick eyelid on this far side especially. It looks really cool. Such a delicate kind of a shape.
It was like that in the first stream.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to spray this up. Spray fix it.
Jonathan says, awesome job, Brad, she's coming out good, haha, how's that?
That's good. You tricked me. I was like, hey, it's working. What the hell?
I want to see you get bigger on YouTube. If you missed my comment, I ain't worried.
Aw, thanks. Hey, I want to get bigger on YouTube too. I want a bigger paycheck from Google. Oh yeah, I gotta hit this edge really hard. Let's try the 𝔻𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒. See, he has a really hard edge right here. And then let's look for some more harder edges. Try to hit those. He put some texture in with something. I wish I could see what tools he was using, but that's okay. It's pretty much charcoal. That's charcoal. Let's see, come over here. Yeah, again, check out his site, please. He's a really good artist. He's got really good, the book is really good.
I want you to blow up on YouTube. I've been sharing your videos and telling people I know about you.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I keep forgetting to ask people to subscribe. Like, oh yeah. So if you haven't subscribed yet, click the button and ring the bell. Is that how you say it? Make sure you get notifications.
Draw more figures. Everyone will watch that video, from people who want to draw fine art to comic book artist smiley face.
Nice. Oh, I gotta do this. Her forehead, I have it too forward.
I was wondering what he used as well. Had the reference zoomed in. Did he do it on canvas? There's a lot of interesting texture.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what kind of like surface he's using. So I'm turning the form.
The ref said the material is charcoal stick.
Okay. That's like kind of a vague. Is it like, it's probably like a super soft one. He doesn't use, is he using, I wonder if he's, like I'm using multiple types of pencil, so I don't know. Maybe he does as well, or he just sticks with the same kind of charcoal stick. For me, it's like, I'm what do you call it? I'm relying on what I know a little bit more, because I'm scared. So I don't want to go full into a soft charcoal stick, because I have a difficult time controlling it. So
don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss when I upload a video or go live.
Oh, I
think that's what most YouTubers say, haha.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do, let me see. Let me wait for it to pop up so I can read it.
As far as we know, the
Where'd it
original
go?
might be 7 inches by 5.
How come that didn't pop it up on the chat? Anyway, so subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and get notifications when I'm coming on live. And share. I don't know. I always forget. And I'm supposed to, like, I forget often to, which is really bad, to promote my drawing course. So check out my portrait anatomy drawing course. It's drawing the facial landscape. And somebody asked me, actually, in all seriousness, somebody asked me on Instagram if the course is for advanced only, and the answer is no. It's not just for advanced. It's even if you're just starting out, because when I do the demos, I don't skip any step. I talk about the fundamentals all the time. Every portrait I did.
It was me, Jonathan. Ha, I'll put it in again for you.
Nice. Every portrait I draw on that drawing course, it starts with just the basics, because it's always about the basics. The basics are so important. So I'm not skipping through anything. So if you're just starting out, the course will definitely help you a lot. I will say though, it really will help though if you do have some idea of the Loomis style method, at least knowing that there's 3 parts of the face and head tilt and a little bit like that. But even if you don't even know that, it can still, you can still get a lot out of it for sure, because I talk about that pretty heavy. Because the basics, the fundamentals is where it's at. That's where all the success comes from. So there's no way I'm going to ever skip over the fundamentals.
If you like this video, click like and consider subscribing and clicking the bell to turn on post notifications so you never miss a video or stream when I upload one or am live.
Aw, thanks. Yeah. You know, I should just copy paste that, and every day I'll just, dude, that's a great idea. I'm going to write out a script. I'm going to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. And how come it doesn't, is this showing up in the chat when you do that? I don't see it. The last thing on the chat it shows is, it's me, Jonathan. I'll put it up again for you. That's so weird. Is it blocking it or something? It'll read it. The other day, we had, was it a couple weeks ago? I think it was like a, never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, I don't know why the chat reader doesn't, or the it doesn't show up in the chat, but oh my gosh, I can't think. Let's see, let's go back over
No
here.
problem, Brad. Anything to help you out.
Thank you. I need all the help. I'm going to put in more value in her face so I can pull out some more values. And oh man, I'm starting to go blind.
Do you have a favorite how drawing book? Smiley face.
That's weird. I could send it to you on your Instagram if you want.
What's that? Let's see. I'm losing my mind. I think I need to hit those edges a little harder again or something.
Click the chat. It pop out options.
Oh, okay. Let me look at it in a second here. I'm in a battle of my life. I'm in a brutal fight right now. Ta-da! Trying to control the values.
Choose every message.
This is so much the thing I said about subscribing.
Harder. Oh, okay. This is so much harder than it looks. My God. I'm relying on way more line than he does. That's why he's the master. The silence is the sign of a working mind. Let's see, let's come over here and try to sculpt out this overall shape. Ooh, he's kicking my butt. This is good, this is good. You want your butt kicked. That's where you learn. Let's see. Go darker, darker, darker. I'm trying to look at the overall shapes of everything. How he connects the shadows.
Keep going, Brad. Never lose hope. Okay, just re-download my Instagram. Lol, what is your Instagram?
That sounded like a Star Wars show. Never give up. Or don't give up hope. I like doing this because then it kind of looks like little wisp of hair and stuff. That's kind of cool. And up here, a little bit of a highlight in the bun. That's too heavy. So like if you squint down, this will pop out. So then when that happens, you just put some value on top of it. So again, like I was saying, a lot of that push and pull. It has a really hard edge right there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bradwynn.
Hey, what's up? That's my Instagram. Oh, there's a cool mark right there too. Let's see if I can try to duplicate it somewhat. Terrible. A lot of it's like, yeah, the charcoal kind of takes off on its own and it creates little, dare I say it, happy mistakes, but they're not really mistakes. They're just happy, they're just cool little shapes that occur sometimes on their own from the charcoal, depending on if it's like a broad tip charcoal stick or something. And so if you like a very controlled, very line heavy kind of a style of drawing, this is not going to be fun for those folks. In my case, I'm trying to get more loose with the drawings, more expressive. I really love artists that have very expressive drawings, like this guy, like Mr. Mau-Kun Yim. Mau-Kun. I'm messing up his name. He spells it like, so he has it on his, he signs it Yim Mau-Kun, but on the book it says Mau-Kun Yim. Like, I don't understand which is his first name and which is the last. Like here he signed it Yim Mau-Kun. But at any rate, awesome skill. So go a little softer. So you kind of, it's almost like painting with oil, where you go in a little bit.
Look at the reference again.
You go in a little bit darker on the in the paint, so you can have something to put highlights up against.
Jonathan says, okay, cool, just sent what I said about the subscribe thing to you on your Instagram.
Oh, nice, thanks.
Hi, Brad.
That's cool. I can just make I can make the auto chat reader do it for me. There's a nice little highlight on that bottom eyelid too.
First name is usually the family name.
Oh, okay. So Yim is like, so that would be like me with Jones. Let's see. Let's go in this little pocket right here.
Asian name, last name is in the front.
Oh, cool. So the last name is in the front. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
And the family name comes first. Yeah,
Yes,
that
Jones, Brad.
Jones Brad, yeah. Jones Brad. I need to make that bottom lip.
When
And
are we going to paint your classic painting?
which painting? When are you going to paint your classic painting? I need to yeah, warm up a little bit before I do a stream of, like, oh man, can you imagine if I did like a live stream oil painting? That would I think most of the questions will be like, what paint did you just put on your brush? It's based off of like being watching demonstrations in art school. Like that's like the teacher would get that question constantly, like what paint did you just dip into? And they're always like, I don't know. Like,
Brad, do you know Panka Roman? At Panka Roma Art, check his Instagram.
will do. I don't know. I don't think I know that one. But then again, maybe I do, and I'm just hyper focused right here. Oh man, Mr. Yim is kicking me in the butt right now. I like that hard edge he did. You can see this beautiful line right here.
Hey Brad, how can you find balance between learning and practicing? Paint a cyborg, a red cyborg, lol, 2 streams in one.
Jonathan says, I'm
Balance.
back now, haha, sorry, had to take a wee.
Okay.
His art is amazing.
Thanks for sharing. Somebody asked balance between studying and practicing. Is that what the question was? Learning and practicing. That's an art in and of itself, basically. It's it's just, I would do spurts. So like sometimes I would do a lot of study on a certain subject, and then I move it on to something else. But you gotta like decide what.
Great drawing. Brad, you drew it better than the original.
No way. Nah, not at all. No. Remember, he did all the hard work for me. I'm just he's holding my hand right now, and we're just definitely, yeah. Like I'm trying to control this. I'm trying so hard. This is so much effort, but for him, it's he's got it down. He's that'd be so awesome if I can get him on stream someday. Wouldn't that be a trip? I'm just gonna dream big now. Let's see. Never know. Never know what happens. Let's see. Woo! Oh, that was a workout. There's a lot of things I need to work on. This plane change a little bit. I like how you can just pull stuff out with a finger stroke like that, like a clean edge, and then picks up and pulls out the value. And then of course I put it back in. Let's see. Let's come over here. Let me try to clean my thumb off for a second. Actually, let me use that 𝔸𝕟𝕒𝕨. Maybe that'll help. Because I want to pull out some value right here.
Bottom of the nose, is it darker in the reference?
And then you can see all that reflective light right down there. Now I gotta like readjust and smooth that out a little bit better. It's a deep plane change. Oops, I just dropped my rag. How does he do that? He's got like this really dark edge right there, and then up here. Seriously though, this is so subtle. Now I'm starting to understand. You start to gain like a deep respect too, like when you do like these master studies. Really deep respect for the artist and all that work they must have done to learn it. All that time they spent drawing probably, and practicing, and all the successes they had, all the failures they probably went through, and they still kept going. Like in a jiu-jitsu, they always talk about like a black belt was just a white belt that never quit. And it's the same thing. A master artist is just a art student that never quit. They just kept going. And it's really important to remember, like everybody started out at a point where they didn't know how to do it. And certainly people have abilities they seem to be born with, but what's more important than that is determination and self-discipline to keep doing it, keep practicing it. If you do it every day, you're going to get better at it no matter what. It's really important to remember too. And if you get frustrated, you know, you can do what I do, which is kind of try something else a little bit, like try a different pencil, try a different paper, draw something that you never really draw before, and just sort of step back, but still keep drawing. And that generally helps a lot. Or just look for an artist like this, like a master study. So when you do these master studies, you're gonna like pick up little subtle.
I think the bottom of the nose is darker and the shadow shape is a bit different in the reference. Or maybe it's just the reference is too small. Lol.
No, it's probably different, yeah. And if I squint down, it might be a little darker too. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I was saying earlier, I was letting go of trying to get it to look just like her, because I was giving myself a little bit of a, what do you call it? A little bit of a
Hey Brad, when you were in art school, how many hours did you spend learning and how many hours did you spend drawing each day?
Oh, in art school it was about 30 hours a week. Of that, I don't remember offhand right now how many hours that was in class, but it was 32 hours about per week total between going to class and studying at home. yeah, it was quite a bit, and that was while I was I was working full time, so I was working 40 hours a week and doing that. So I would draw pretty much all day Saturday, all day Sunday, every day during the week, of course, and yeah, it was hard and probably not sustainable forever, but like I said, I would do like spurts, so I'll do that for a while, and then maybe I would back off, and maybe something happened, I couldn't make the classes, so then it would be like 10 hours a week, or on a really rough couple of months maybe it was only like 5 hours a week. I just did the best I could, but always moving forward. That's the big trick, is to always keep moving forward. Even if it's like a slow crawl and you're like, oh man, I want to draw like 4 hours a day, but I only got like this 10 minutes. Draw that 10 minutes. Like, be happy you got 10 minutes to do something. So yeah, just, it's easier said than done as far as like saying don't get discouraged, but yeah, everybody has to go through it. Learning a skill takes time. I don't know, you think I should make it a little bit lighter? Maybe it is too dark. Let's see. I'm always open to critiques, that's for sure. Yeah, the tip of her nose I have a little bit higher. But I like that spot. I can try to bring it down just a touch. Just a touch.
Hi, I'm pretty good with graphite, charcoal and ink, but I'm not good at painting and struggle with color theory. Could you make a video on the subject?
Oh my god, color theory? No, I I am not the person to ask about color theory. For me, I don't, when I paint, it's I'm more looking at values than color. So yeah, it's a lot different for me. It's I think it was the way I was trained, or maybe it's like a personality trait or something, but yeah, like thinking about color theory, it seems doesn't seem very much fun to me. Like, I tried it for a while, like I did like color theory panels, like I painted those out, and I studied it a little bit in the past, but gosh, it's like, ugh. I just don't like it. Feels very I don't know, it's a little too systematic for me, I think. Or maybe I'm just making excuses, I don't know. But yeah, I like to look at, like, squint down, look at the values, and try to get the key color note of the thing, and then just have fun with the values after that. I don't know, her nose, to me, now it looks kind of like that character in that movie, that Quentin Tarantino movie, Kill Bill. That girl with the, she had like the lance on the chain. I don't know, I don't remember her name. She's a part of the Crazy 88. I don't know, but that's what I did. I think we're almost there, at least for the stream. Let's see, let's try to make this hard edge a little bit harder shape, because he really pushes that edge right up against the light.
I always start a drawing and then ending up erasing it. I think I'm being frustrated because I can do as good as I thought I could do. Have you ever stuck in those situations?
Yeah, all the time. That goes back and forth, and you can hear it in my sigh. Like, ugh, yeah, I know exactly what you're feeling. For me, the last 2 weeks has been pretty rough as far as that goes. And I feel like going to that open drawing session that I went to a couple of days ago, I was talking about it yesterday, that helped a lot. That really just sort of, like, I don't know, just gave me new life in a way, like new inspiration, especially seeing other artists in the room working. That's really important, to be around other artists. I forgot just how important that is, to have a community of fellow artists. And That's partly why I really like doing the live stream.
Bari, she is cute.
Yeah. And that's why I like this live stream, because I feel like I'm hanging out with you guys and drawing, because I know a lot of you are doing your own projects and stuff like that, and that just
Culture.
yes, culture, yes, got it. We gotta have it, and so yeah. Let's see. So I'll probably pick out this throughout the day today, and then it's probably, I don't know, I'm probably in the 90% done stage. Just got to work on some of these values and the shapes of the face that I still having a hard time with, because that mouth is so subtle, and maybe I'd have it too big too. Let's move it in a little bit more. So I'm going to work on it later. I'm going to take a break. Usually I'm supposed to take a break about every 20-30 minutes and give the brain a rest. So I'm deep, 2 hours in now. So yeah, it's probably not a good time to make big decisions. So definitely recommend taking breaks. So again, check out, I gotta promote myself, check out the facial anatomy drawing course in the link below. It's on sale. It's really, it's a lot of information. It'll take some time to get through, but it's so worth it. It'll really help you understand like the subtleties, especially in like a painterly drawing, like the fat pads, the ligaments, and the muscles of the face. They show up a lot in these little plane changes.
Tacos, haha.
Yeah, these little plane changes that you see. And the course in the portrait drawing part of it, I have 3 portraits that I go through, and I go through starting with the fundamentals. So I'm starting with the thirds of the face. How do you place the eyes? How do you place the nose?
Up for 10 minutes, haha.
So please check that out if you have time, and also click the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want notifications, and please share the channel. That's the best way to help the channel, is by telling people about it, or sending it over to Facebook, or whatever you can, like share it. That'd be the best. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. This was really hard. This is such a hard,
Thank you for streaming as always.
Thank you.
Thanks for the stream, Brad.
Master studies are always really hard, and that's why they're really good to do, because they teach you a lot. They show you kind of like what's possible, and yeah, and it's almost like you feel like you're communicating with the artist a little bit in a weird way, because you're seeing how they handled certain shapes or whatever, and you're just trying to mimic it. So highly recommend it. Highly recommend Mr. Yim's book. See the links below, and also I linked it up in the chat. So if you look at the chat when it first started, wow, I really did make her nose quite quite big.
I sent you what I sent your Instagram, Bradwynn. Thank you for the stream.
Oh, thank you.
True.
I'm gonna adjust her nose real quick, because it's driving me bonkers now. I'm just gonna shrink it a little bit. Oh, maybe I'll just do it later. Anyway, yeah, I'll work on it after I take a break.
Queen time for more oolong tea with spice, haha.
Long live the queen. How old is she now? She must be like 100, right? Think has she been on the throne for like 70 years now? Something like that. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I gotta let this go. I don't want to make horrible mistakes because I'm too tired. But all right, thanks guys. I'll see you on the next one. I really appreciate it. The next one will be, I don't know if I'll do tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'll decide today. If not tomorrow, then definitely Tuesday. Monday is the Patreon. We're working on of the front view of the face and the basic structure. So yeah, check that out too if you want. That's every Monday on Patreon live stream. There's like a handful of people that are on there now, so it's a
She
really,
much older than that.
really.
I'm sure she's like 3,000 years old.
Yeah, Tilda.
Yeah, she's old. I don't know if she's cognitively there still. I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, Patreon if you like, and it's a weekly class, and I do critiques as well if you want to get that third tier. Otherwise, thank you, and have a great Saturday, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Saman, Star, Jonathan Fong. That's the hardcore crew.
Thank you, Brad. Smiley
She
face.
spins. I don't know if she was here today.
Forward to Tuesday.
Romans 116, good to see you. Ibrahim, as always. Saman, yeah. Start, yeah. Mohammed, what's up? I think I saw you before. Good to see you. Thank you, Tharun.
Maybe
Jonathan. Character design, yeah. Oh, Kirk Warren, what's up? Good to see you. To canvas, there's a lot of, yeah. He was, oh, that's right. Yeah, the canvas one too. Let's see. Frankie, good to see you, Frankie, as always. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Have a great one. Thanks again.